Direction for Lowkey OBAMA Nation. Let's go.
This track is not an attack upon the American people. It's an attack upon the system within which they live. Since 1945, the United States has attempted to overthrow more than 50 foreign governments. In the process, the US has caused the end of life for several million people and condemned many millions more to a life of agony and despair. The strength of your dreaming prevents you from reason. The American dream only makes sense if you're sleeping. It's just a cruel fantasy. Their politics took my voice away, but their music gave it back to me. The land where the lump.
And this song from Lowkey OBAMA Nation, I really like when the parties say, American, they only make sense when you're sleeping, the American dream. But it's totally true when people, it's like the land of the dreams, but in reality it's not that way. For when you sleep, everything is nice. You're dreaming. When you wake up, everything is reality. So somebody can always live in a horrible place and dream beautiful. When you wake up, you see the reality. And it's a very nice part in the song when he say, I really like it, for they really give a point about it. If you sleep and so on, and you wake up, you see the reality of the world and not only a dream. Let us continue with the song.
Consumed by consumption, killing themselves to shovel down food in abundance. I guess a rapper from Britain is a rare voice. America is capitalism on steroids. Natives kept in casinos and reservations. Displaced slaves never given reparations. Take everything from natives.
Exactly. When they say they have casinos and they put Native Americans in reservation, it's also true. For they also he say, and the slaves never get paid for all the bad things happen to them in history in America. So it's also very true for this still today with the reservation and the separation for Native Americans or so on. And it's exactly, in the beginning of America, they tricked the Native people with alcohol. Lots of them alcoholization and drug because of the separation in the poor camps or reservation. If you put somebody in a reservation, they are almost like you treating somebody like an animal. Like you separate them, you give them the baddest work, you give them no legal rights. It's lots of things he say is very much big meanings to many things. With the casinos, like people spend money, people starve to death, and people just throw the money away and just live like they are kings, and they don't care about the other people. Like when people have really hard life, live really like almost have to eat on the container, always have to eat like on the street, like really really bad things, like and so on. And let us continue.
If Americans and wonder why I call it the racist experiment, afraid of your melanin, the same as it's ever been. That ain't gonna change with the race of the president. I see imperialism under your skin tone. You could call it Christopher Columbus syndrome.
And here also he say, they don't matter what color you have of your skin. The system is still gonna be the same as if you are a president or you are a governor. It's still going to be the same. It's not the skin that's going to change who you are. If you are a bad person, you can be black or you can be Spanish, you can be white. No matter. So you can be, no matter what kind of skill color you have, you can still be a really corrupt politicianer, and you can still be bad. So don't nothing about if you are black, white, and so on. It's no matter what kind of culture, nationality, or thing you come from. If you're a good person, you are good. But it's different to be good in private life, and you are. It's a total. If you're this hard thing, like lots of people are in. Was president in America was bad person for other countries. Have to understand. We have to understand for in like in Sweden or in Europe or and so on, for us is America very good. For us is, but in reality we only like America for we look up to them. But there's lots of extremely bad things in America. There's lots of bad things. There's so many things, and it's totally impossible. These are very bad things. And let us continue with this song.
Is it Obama's nation or an abomination? Is it Obama's nation or an abomination? Doesn't make any difference when they form your nation. Is it Obama's nation or an abomination? Is it Obama's nation or an abomination? Is it Obama's nation or an abomination? Doesn't make any difference when they form your nation. The world's entertainer, the world's devastator, from Venezuela to Mesopotamia.
And here exactly where he say, the world's entertainer, the world devastator. And exactly that is what he mean. America is for most we see is entertainer like Disney World, Coca-Cola, big things like these two things, very big thing like all the Disney World and Marvel, and like people only see this thing, but they don't see the dark side. They don't see the public assassinations of president in South America or in Central Asia, or in Asia. They don't see that thing. The only thing, America is perfect, but there's lots of things what America do outside and inside. Like they are really poor people are horrible things happen to them. They are lots of if you broke your leg in America, you expend lots of money. You have to pay lots of things for medical help and systems and so on. There's a lot of things, so it's bad there. There are a lot of things. So they are two sides of it all, and so much more anything. Yeah, let us continue.
Your cameras lie because they have to hide the savage crimes committed on leaders that happen to try and nationalize eating competitions while the world's been starving, beat up communism with the help of Bin Laden.
And here exactly also the same. When you say they have the help of Bin Laden to beat up communism, it's also the same, exactly truth. For under the Soviet Union, the Russian was occupying Afghanistan, and the American send weapons to the Mujahideen, and they bring Bin Laden from Saudi Arabia to build up this thing with attacks against the Russians. So that's also true. But after they have won the war against the Russian in Afghanistan, they just leave all the Afghans in Afghanistan. They betray them. They have promised them lots of things like money for all the devastation happened with airplanes, the helicopter, like Russian war helicopters, and lots of things. So this very much understandable when people in Afghanistan are extremely angry at Americans because they have promised them lots of things, and so on. There's so many things. When what West world do is they say, okay, one example we can say in Holland, in colonial makt, in Indonesia, they say they have one part, but when they leave, lots of the people was attack of the other people because if you're a colony, you always want to have the benefit of the colony. You always want the resources like the diamonds, the oil, the rubber in Belgium and Congo, rubber, or there's a lot of things. You only there if you want the economic resource for it, and so on. Yeah, let's continue.
Would your war of terror be without that man? Every day you create more Nadal Hassans. Kill a man from the military, you're a weirdo. But kill a wog from the Middle East, you're a hero. Your country is causing screams that never reach your ear holes. America inflicted 1 million ground zeros.
And also here it's like the same as too. It is like if you kill an American soldier, you are a monster. But if you kill a third world child, you are a hero. And that is a very sick thing, because it's true. It's like lots of people think if you just kill somebody from a different country, you are a hero, but in reality you are a monster if you do this. the opposite, you are a monster. So it's very strange thing about that. It's very much true. It's a horrible thing, for we always see. We only see like if you look different, you have a different religion, a different culture. Like people, it's very this strange thing. It's like it's not we justify from our own eyes. We don't see the person behind how we see. We just see. We think everybody is the same because the news say it, and it's totally wrong. We have to look farther away. We cannot just always be like we cannot. We have to understand different culture. We cannot just put it in a box. Let me say it like this.
The dollar and swallow your humanity. Soldiers committing savagery you never even have to see. Those mad at me, writing emails angrily. I'm not anti-America. America is anti-me. Is it Obama's nation or an abomination?
And here also say, I also really like when say, I'm not anti-America. America is anti-me, and this is probably true. But what I think he means with that, he's mean American system, like the politicians, are against people from Iraq or Afghanistan for they blame them as terrorists, and that is totally wrong. Of course, it's totally wrong to say that. They are. Of course, I simplify it now. Of course, it's extremely simplifying to say it like this. There's lots more to it, of course. But this, if somebody always can't look at the news, like they always look at they see the mainstream news, or no matter, they see the news, and they see one thing, like a Taliban explode themselves, and they have these people have to be these people, blah blah blah, and it's totally bullshit, and so on. And yeah, that is totally true what he says. But when you speak the truth on social media, if you say something against a popular country, you are very big chance people gonna silence you. Like they don't gonna show you, they're gonna not publicize you. Like for his Lowkey's music, extremely good, but they also extremely mainstream style to it. The only things that make him not super famous is his lyrics. He tells things that like the popular media don't want to hear. They don't want to hear what America do to other countries. They don't want they want to put it underground. They want to bury it and like totally forget it. They don't want to see their own country as villains. And that's what he do. He bring up the devil. He bring up the devil from the earth, and show the world the bad thing happened. Okay, all people can believe. All countries can have bad personality. I don't say America is the only bad person. Of course, there's many bad things in different countries. But in this song, he especially talk about the history of American politicians, assassination politics, and the same thing what they do now in Brazil. They take like occupation, but they change it to with the politician. They use the politicians as the I go out topic now. This is about now. Listen. Let's continue.
Obama's nation or an abomination? Is it Obama's nation or an abomination? Doesn't make any difference when they bomb your nation. Is it Obama's nation or an abomination? Is it Obama's nation or an abomination? Is it Obama's nation or an abomination? Doesn't make any difference when they bomb your nation. I don't care if him and Cheney are long lost relations. What matters more is the policies. I lost my patience. Stop debating, bringing race into the conversation. Occupation
and okay, exactly here he says stop debating race, and that is totally true. Stop comparing with Donald Trump and Barack Obama. Like, no matter if you're white or black, what is mattering is how you rule a country, how you make. And and so on. That is what the point is. Not the point is not. Oh, if yeah, of course he. I remember when Barack Obama was a president. Like everybody think he was a wonderful person. He get the Nobel Peace Prize, but he was also horrible, horrible thing. Like he bombed some country with the missiles. It's very strange thing. Like it's very like a strange thing. If you so exactly, I really agreed with this part of the song when he say stop debating race. But that is not the point. The point is how to manage a country, not to discuss if he black, he have to be like that, or he's Korean, or he Japanese, or he South African, or he and so on. It's not matter. It's how do you manage your country. That is the point. Let us continue.
Cooperation equals profit making. It's over, people wake up from the dream now. Nobel Peace Prize, Jay-Z on speed dial. It's the substance within, not the color of the skin. Are you the puppeteer or the puppet on the string? So many believed it was instantly gonna change. There was still Dennis Russ, Brzezinski and Robert Gates. What happened to Chaz Freeman? What happened to Tristan Anderson? It's a machine that keeps that man breathing. I have the heart to say what all these other rappers aren't. Words like Iraq, Palestine, Afghanistan. The war's on and you morons were all wrong. I call Obama cause those are your bomb.
And here, exactly in the end of the song, he say, they say the war is finished, but they're all wrong. Of course, the war is still continue because it's they are still like the only thing different can maybe that the American soldier or the European other soldier go back home, but they are still war with the machines. They still use the drones. They still use different. They just they pay different people to do the work for them and so on. And it's lots of things. It's lots of things, and this was my reaction to Lowkey OBAMA Nation, and let us finish it, and